Hello everyone, this is ETH Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. Let's just start with the first replay here. So there aren't currently too many replays this week, so we won't get too much footage here, but might have to do silent footage for the rest of the replays that show up, because I don't think I'm going to be able to actually commentate live in the particular area I'm going to be in later in the season here, towards the end. They decide to hit end turn with Grima on Shamir, which is fine. You can see he's getting quite a bit of res and whatnot and can easily survive, but that's not the problem. So Larshell's just going to yoink yourself in and pick up the 1-round KO on Naga. Not even picking up the one-shot, 0 out of 10. But, yeah, that's just a rip. I think it might have to do with the fact of just how many replays, or rematches we got this week. Quite a few rematches, so I guess that's the baggage that comes along with it. But we got ourselves classic double armor shenanigans. Although we don't see Brave Ephraim too often used in Aetherite's offense around here. So, haven't watched this yet, so let's see what they do here. Take out Shamir. Of course, I made this setup even worse by putting the Panic Manor where it is. So, it's just asking for trouble. Here Duma gets to initiate into Brave Hector, but Brave Hector gets to proc his juicy bonfire, but he's unable to one-shot Duma, and we all know what that means. Duma gets to wreak havoc, actually doubling Pog. But yeah. And then we have Lif reposition for the memes, and it's a rip. Yeah, one intentional thing I did here this week was put the Panic Manor here. So you can actually just plop someone to take out Shamir there and you're perfectly fine, as long as the rest of your units can handle the other shenanigans of these guys over here, which basically usually just comes down to Larshell getting danced, which is not much to deal with. But yeah, this week on offense was pretty chill. Not very many videos made of offense matches this week because most of them were pretty eh. It was just hit and run, nuke everything, game over kind of a deal. I think there was a fallen Edelgard with fallen shield, but I just charged up Deadeye and one-shot her anyways. So yeah, that didn't go too well for fallen Edelgard, but young Larshell just going to obliterate Hannah here, especially under Panic Manor. Not the greatest idea there. And they can certainly probably clean up the match at this point. Let's see what they do here. Take out Larshell. And they just go for the lift kill. Should be a one-shot here. Yep. And they can't really do much more. They use Duo Peony's duo skill to get another action. It doesn't really help them out here because Crom's just going to pick up the one-shot. And now he gets Deadeye up. So after getting danced by Olivia, he gets to just obliterate Layla out the window. And well, ripperonis. But it does look like they will continue on fighting here. Of course, the new Summer Freya putting in work against Duma. And just a clean 1-round KO. Not much Duma can do. And of course, Crom's not running close counter. Not that it would matter here because he just gets one shot. And well, all that's left is Olivia, so that's not much to worry about. Alright, go for the attack Plumeria. The one thing I did this week, mostly on offense, was try to feed Plumeria kills. Was not the easiest, but we did get a good chunk of, we got a couple hundred SP I think this week from feeding your kills, so totally worth it, Kappa. But yeah, not much to say. It's not Vault of Heaven, and we haven't changed this defense for a few weeks now, a few months. No idea. This looks like Gale Force. Alright. That seems pretty reasonable. Let's see what they do here. I would say, again, for Gale Force, the issue is probably just Lift. That's it. Otherwise, Duma's not too big of a deal. Especially since they have Healing Tower. Shamir, probably also not too big of a problem. I think the biggest problem is mobility. So it looks like they're just testing traps here, which seems perfectly fine. Now they know they can set up Wings of Mercy if they so choose by activating that Bolt Trap. They decide to just go in though against Shamir. Not sure that was the greatest plan. They do know, of course, that Bolt Trap's real, so they can Wings of Mercy. But the gravity on Veronica means she can't leave. And she's adjacent to an ally. So she actually, I don't think she beats Shamir in attack. Because Shamir gets 67. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's exactly tied. So they're one attack short from proccing Gale Force, I believe. But not that it really matters because of course their units would be still stuck over there. So that's just a rip. And here we go with the good old Brave Hector shenanigans. This team does poorly against Brave Hector. The only chance really is young Larshell and Shamir teaming up to attack him. That's pretty much it. Crom basically cannot do very much with his current loadout, especially without attack investment, because Deadeye scaling is absolutely horrendous without that. Looks like they rightly so attack Shamir because it's 100% free unless you do something to cause ridiculous shenanigans. But of course, more intentional things here. We have the ornaments around so people can choose to use them as blockade, and that's what they do here. Brave Hector is going to take a bit, but now he has his special up, so things will be quite convenient in future turns. Even have Naga there to smite, and they're just going to hit end turn. Penalties don't matter here for Brave Hector because of Moltet, and Hector's just going to proc a Juicy Ether on Duma, who has way too much HP, so it's just going to be a massive heal for Brave Hector. Lift's definitely not going to be doing anything relevant except heal Brave Hector so that he gets a nice amount of HP. And Crom, you can see here, just doing 0 because he just not have enough attack investment to actually do any reasonable damage to Brave Hector. Scaling is just terrible on this team, so not much to say there, just clean end turn, and of course exploiting this intentionally made weakness using their Altina, so just solid play. And he would go again with more Brave Hectors. A 74 HP Dimitri. You don't see that too often. Yikes. But you can see here they have a few merges. Just a few merges. It looks like they're probably going to do something similar to the previous person did here. Let's see what they do. Alright, just getting set up. And now it's turn 3, so they get the bolt tower damage. Not that it really matters here. But once again, they just decide to charge in, and now they just... Not sure about that decision, but now they just have all their units stuck up there, and our units are incoming. And because they have so many units up there, it's super likely they place their units in such a way where the change fate's gonna go off. So, could be terrible. And because of the reposition on lift, Crom gets a easy avenue to use the change fate and move forward to go obliterate someone. Crom chooses a Plumeria, and well, legendary Dimitri clearly just going to obliterate Crom. The only way Crom stands a chance against him in modes, especially like Arena, is just having Deadeye or trying to match speed, which honestly sounds ridiculous, but when you realize Dimitri's running distant counter, that means we get an A slot to catch up on speed. We also can use our own speed buffs. Can also use stuff like chill speed. It's pretty reasonable to bridge the gap enough to where you can one-shot, but it's not reliable, of course, because Dimitri is not the fastest unit in the world, so chill speed can just miss, and that can be a problem. Yeah, not much to say this week. It's mostly just the same stuff, same themes. This team has the somewhat new Ashera. Definitely want to pick up a copy of Ashera at some point, just to goofball around with the null panic shenanigans. Especially since I have Caden on both seasons. One of Caden's largest issues is getting panicked. His HP is too low, so panic manner is always a problem. Sudden panic, of course, as well. There's plenty of issues. And while this person seems to do something similar to what previous person did, but once again, the problem just remains that their units are just stuck up front. And so again, with the way they place their units, the change fate is just going to go off, as well as reposition. So it's just the same shenanigans last time. This time we pick up the kill on Ashera. And well, Ashera's HP is not the greatest, so even at full HP, she wasn't going to be surviving there. And for now, that's all the replays. There's still about 12-13 hours left. So we'll probably just be, we'll just see where we are right now in terms of ranking. Of course, we're going to be in below top 10k, specifically I think it's top 20k is the next rank, yeah. And well, not much to say there. We did alright on defense so far. Resonant battles, already seen this. Allegiance battles, we're just chilling. But no longer close to top 50 like we once were. Feels bad, man. Here Arena, we just goofballed and did random matches. And we're easily staying by a long shot. We could go for an ultra personal best and get like 3,870 or even 3,880, I think, if we wanted to fish, but no real point in doing so. This weekend Arena, feeding Legendary Zero, the bonus kills was not too terrible because a lot of teams had opposing Legendary Zeros, so we could bait them out and pick up the bonus kill that way. Or else, just in general, tended to be a unit where we could chip them down at the very worst, and then Azera could pick up the kill. But we were running running attack defense form for as much attack as we could get. I was thinking about Blade Session, but realized we would probably be baiting a lot with Legendary Zeros, so attack defense form would just generally be better. But I believe that's it for now. This is, of course, good old Arena Assault shenanigans. accidentally used an item somehow, but I'm too brain dead to figure out how that happened. But not a big deal. We'll be back if there's any more replays, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least one more, but if not, when the results drop in. Alright, accidentally tapped on Ether Raid, so I guess we're collecting our rewards now. But yeah, we ended up getting -0 on defense that week. Definitely not because we weren't in Vault Kappa, but Air's bonus this time around. It's not win season, but we'll still see legendary Sigurds because that's how it is. Probably won't see too many of them, but at least we won't be... I feel like Freyr is actually going to be the sleeper unit we're going to have to deal with, because bonus stats on that guy is going to be yikes. Not to mention, it's fire season, so folks are going to chuck on legendary Lilina on their teams, and it's hit or miss whether Nino can survive her. We've seen her survive a few, but of course max attack legendary Lilina always kills. There's just nothing we can do about that. Well, we're just racking up feathers once again. Just the usual. And we'll just be trucking along. Mjolnir Strike. I guess I should check my arrows pretty soon. Yeah, we're just chilling because it's pretty strong season for us on Ana. It's our strongest season. We max out, it's 864 when we're in tier 21. So we're set to stay in Anima and Astra. Dark season, the team currently only scores 850. We need 850. We can get to 852 like I mentioned in the previous video, but we actually need 854 to stay. In Light Major, I haven't been in tier 21 during Light Major in quite a while, so I don't know if 854, which is what my team scores, is still the cutoff. If so, that's great. If not, rip. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.